YouTube and Facebook.
Did I scare you?
A little bit, actually. Welcome to Clutter Live, episode 7. We are here in Beacon, New York at Clutter HQ with CZ13, who is not here at HQ. He is all the way in England. And the Maya Tanaka, who is back from his COVID vacation.
Yeah,
that's right.
Which is less of a vacation.
That's
really.
Yeah, not a vacation at all. More of a...
No.
I don't even know what it was. It was not good.
Yeah.
Not
Did you catch up on TV and play video games?
No, not at all. I looked at the television while I tried to stay alive. That was it.
You had it real rough for the first time.
Oh my god, totally. I thought I was immune. This whole time I thought I was immune. I was like, fucking you losers getting COVID, and then I got fucking punched with the COVID glove right in the fucking nose, and totally. It was bullshit.
That's what happened to Rampage too. He's thought he's just good for this whole time, and then a week or two ago he just got knocked down hard.
Yeah.
So
it's going around again. It's going around.
And that was your first COVID, right?
Yeah. My first COVID. It's baby's first COVID over here.
Baby's first COVID. Susie's had it 12 times now.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It just feels like you get a little dose of COVID all the time. I think if you had it early on.
Wow.
And anytime you get anything, it's feels like COVID again.
I mean, that's part of long COVID is just that feeling that it stays with you, and sometimes it's worse than others.
That's true.
Yeah.
True. But let's not get sucked into the COVID depression.
Are you sure?
Yes. Alex is better. He's back with us. The vaccines work. Hooray. CZ had a fun weekend in London, right, CZ?
Yeah. I went up to London with the kids. It's called EGX. And it's, you get to basically play all the new video games coming out for the next 6 months or so. It was kind of quiet. We're still coming out of that sort of COVID thing, really. Do you know what I mean? And like the toy world, everything's delayed. So all the video games are delayed until, that everything out for Christmas is now kind of February, which will probably be March and April. Do you know what I mean? So I think next year when we go, I think it'll be kind of back to normal. But it was still fun, man. Do you know what I mean? We got to play the new stuff.
What was cool? What was new and fun of the game?
We just went round and round in circuits playing Street Fighter 6, really, because that's our jam. So
is it on consoles or is it games like behind you?
We play the games so there's rows and rows and rows of consoles set up or booths set up. We've got to play the new Call of Duty, the new Sonic. And then there's loads of indie games, which is almost like Artist Alley, you know what I mean? There's the Artist Alley bit where independent developers are making a lot of smaller games for PC and Switch and stuff like that. And you always find some little gems that are coming out, do you know what I mean? And it's nice. It's nice. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's awesome. That sounds fun.
Yeah. And the sat nav took me right through London, which was weird as fuck. Because usually it's at the Docklands, so you can go round the edge of London and get to the Docklands, but it's blam straight through the middle. There's the Ritz, there's Harrods, there's the Trafalgar Square, there's the London Eye. It was what the fuck?
Is that your first time actually driving into that part of London?
Yeah.
It's you would avoid that at all costs, always.
Yeah.
But it was still, man. It was still because you can't go over 20 mile an hour anyway, weirdly. So you just crawling along a straight road. It's probably easier than anywhere else. But it freaks you out because it's big bad London, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's country mouse going to the city, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Country mouse.
It is.
Do you ever get? Do you feel? I mean, obviously, you're from England. You've lived there your whole life. When you go to London, do you get the sense that it should be burned to the ground and rebuilt?
1666.
No, you just don't like the fact that it's not on a grid. But when you don't grow up on a grid,
I'm very disturbed by London streets because it's just such a mishmash mess. I'm like, oh boy.
That's
I have no problem around it because I haven't got those weird stipulations in my brain.
Exactly.
I'm not a racist American. So
I'm just saying. I'm not saying.
I like it like that.
I'm not saying it's a problem. I'm just saying you could burn it to the ground and start again. That's all I'm saying.
I just feel like I'm in a mini New York. When I walk around now, and I look around, I'm just in New York, really. So.
But it's smaller, shorter, mini. That's what you're saying. It's mini New York.
Yeah.
All right. You going live?
I'm gonna.
Miranda's gonna go live on Instagram.
But I'm not gonna tell
now.
them what we're doing. I'm just gonna make it live.
Okay.
And then people can figure it
Wow.
out. Ooh.
This is a good angle for us. Sorry,
It
just,
is.
like right to me.
So we have been shipping like crazy here because everything's arrived this week and next week. All of a sudden, everything just like opened up and delivered to us, which was amazing. But it does put a lot of pressure on you to deliver that back out to the customers straight away. I don't know how many boxes we did today, Alex.
Oh my god, yo, at least 125 boxes went out today.
At least 125. At least, I would say.
And that was just like kind of getting it, opening the spigot.
Yeah.
Wow,
So that was mainly us shipping out these awesome bog dwellers, which we made with the Bog Squad.
I haven't really gotten to even examine.
Would you like to open one? Because
Yeah,
I
I
haven't
haven't.
opened one. If you're catching us on Instagram right now, come over to YouTube because we're going to be talking to Ghost Fox Toys really soon, and it's fun. So come over to youtube.com/Clutter Magazine.
This is a really cool etching that a friend of theirs did. And we were talking about doing a t-shirt, but it's like, fuck, this actually has to be converted into vector because
Yeah,
it's
that's
actually just an etching.
It would be a cool t-shirt though.
Yeah.
That would be a really cool shirt.
Oh, here's the
So is this Josh unboxing? I unboxed one yesterday because I did a reel, but
Yeah, I have yet to unbox it.
yeah, drove one. The back, yeah, there you go.
I see what's happening. It's like a toy with parts. Is there an interior lining?
No, you need to come to YouTube. It's like a pattern, yeah.
Yeah, there's a pattern on the inside. I see their logo. Yep.
It's like a step and repeat.
Like a step and repeat. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna throw that over there.
That's okay.
So the first thing that I get is the their ball and chain. Their old lady, as we like to call it.
I'll open this part for you where you open that part. How about that?
We actually just remade the molds for the ball.
It's a little behind the scenes information.
I'm pretty sure that this is the original molds.
Yes, it
because
is.
we made them before we remade the molds.
Why do we remake the molds?
We
Everybody else.
All the comments popped there. Why did you remake the molds? We remade the molds because there's a lot of new colors coming, and Bog Squad really wanted the joint to be like perfectly clean. And when we ripped it apart, we realized that like it's not what's inside here isn't beautiful. So for the transparent colorways that are coming, we really wanted the mushroom seam, the mushroom joint inside to be pristine so that it looked appealing in transparent colors. So it was remade, which is cool. And then let me put
I just put this.
Miranda doesn't know. Miranda,
That's
see,
the
this
wrong
is the thing.
hand, right?
Miranda always puts the knife in the wrong hand, so the knife goes in this
Well,
hand.
if I was going to hold a knife,
Okay,
I would
maybe
hold
goes
it in
this
my
hand.
dominant
No,
hand.
you're right. It goes in this hand. I was wrong. You
Yeah.
did it wrong the first time. And then the chain goes like this in the hand, and then around the neck
Does it?
and down. That's why we made the chains extra long.
Oh, I see. I'm learning too.
There you go.
Awesome. You know what's cool that I discovered yesterday while I was making my little reel about it is that the knife glows in the dark too.
Oh, really?
And I think the face and the hands, and maybe this does too, but yeah, the knife does.
Whoa.
I think it probably all does.
I love this figure. It's
Great.
really clean.
Could you show the size comparison between this one and like one of the ones that
One of the resin ones.
yeah.
I'm grabbing
Yes,
one.
let's do that. Let's
Grabbing
do a
one.
quick comparison.
I apologize for showing you the side of my face. It's awful.
If you're on Instagram, come over to YouTube.
sorry.
YouTube.com/Clutter Magazine. Thanks for everybody that's joining us on YouTube. Hi, Teresa. Nice to see you.
What's
Hi,
up?
Dangerbot. Hoping you're staying safe down there in Florida.
Is that true, Dangerbot?
Mine have to be converted vector just to screen print it.
Okay.
He knows.
Okay,
he's a
I'm going to
screen
send you the
printer.
art because
So-
we really want to make t-shirts.
All right.
So this is the original
Dangerbot
3-inch
collab.
size. No, 2-inch, 3-inch.
No,
Wait,
this
let me-
is the size I make in resin. Let's just put it that way. If you
Yes.
have a resin one, this is the size. And so to differentiate the vinyl from the resin, we XL'd it and made it a jumbo
Yes.
so that nobody would be
Yes.
confused.
We pushed the XL button.
We did. We did. And so Bug Squad are going to have lots of different colorways coming out. They're going to do limited runs and cool mixed parts shit. But this is the first one to come, and we're super excited. It's really cool. So if
There
you
you go.
ordered one, they're sold out. You can't buy one now. They're all sold.
Oh, there it is.
Their
Nice.
logos.
Cool.
Um, but they're shipping, and we've shipped most of them today. So you're all very lucky. You should get them really soon.
And although Miranda and I only have about 5 tattoos between the two of us,
Yeah,
we still feel like
Honorary boss.
members of the Box
true.
Squad.
That's true.
So
I love the Box Squad. They're the
Yes.
best.
Yeah.
we're definitely not tatted.
We have to get them on here soon.
Oh yeah.
They're fun to hang out with.
Do they show their? They do show
They
their
do,
faces.
yeah. We posted about them on 5
No,
Points
and they
today.
came on 5 Points Fall with us.
Yes, they did.
And they were fun.
All the nice people that are joining us on Instagram, come over to YouTube /Clutter Magazine, because we're going to talk to Ghost Fox Toys really soon. And you want to hear what they have to say. We know you do. And we have
Absolutely.
sneak peeks to
Absolutely.
show of their work. So the other thing that was exciting that happened this week is that we got the rest of the 3 ounces from the Kickstarter, which was awesome. So the Kickstarter exclusive, which you could only buy if you backed the Kickstarter.
Can I just say to Tara,
Glow
I
in the
will
dark.
be at your Comic-Con, but I'm not going to go to New York Comic-Con.
Well, you'd be
You
at
just
mine.
tell me where your Comic-Con is, and I'm coming. But no,
We
I'm not
might
going
go for the
maybe,
day, but we don't have a
maybe,
booth.
maybe.
So this was really cool to see in person. Finally, we never had samples of these shipped to us, and they did mess up the fonts on the first few. So it's really cool. It glows in the dark. It was exclusive for Kickstarter. So
It says really messed up things,
it says corporate vinyl still sucks.
and it has like hidden cryptic messages in like alchemical symbol form. So if you dig out like an alchemical symbol alphabet chart, you can try and discern some of the fucked up things we put on this Cambot.
I wish that was true.
It's
that would
totally
have been
true.
Really genius of us to
I
do.
totally did that.
And then this.
You're lying.
We
You
also
know.
got this.
I totally did.
Oh,
Which
so cool.
the glow in the dark Mr. Coom variant on the one that was in the blind box series, which was gold. But this one glows in the dark
And it rattles.
and it rattles.
It comes
And if
with
you're
the
watching this
trademark
story,
rattle.
Nice.
We haven't actually trademarked the rattle, but we just like to say that.
Yeah. It has a gold top too. So yeah.
So good.
So, we're trying to fulfill these
Yes.
and get those out to Kickstarter backers. And
Okay.
then on the 3 ounce triple, we're still talking about 3 ounces. I know that Nikki posted about this earlier today. I don't know how much he's promoted
I think
it
he
yet.
just posted
but
a GID
he just
pic.
posted one picture so far. I just sent out a press release, so show it in the case. Tomorrow, Mickey Davis is dropping his artist variant colorway of the 3 ounce, which is his. He's going to be selling it on his website. It's his exclusive, and it's a cool variant colorway of his design. His design was super rad, and I might even like this one more than the one that's in the blind box series. So it is green and blue and purple and glows in the dark and is UV reactive, and it's just awesome. And the detail is crazy on it.
Those colors are great.
The detail is just amazing. So, yeah, this drops tomorrow, 10 a.m. on Central Time, I guess.
Hey, what's
Texan
up,
time?
Nick?
Texan time.
Is that Nick from Rolling Vinyl?
Why not? So anyway, this drops tomorrow.
Sweet.
So set your alarms and grab one, right, C's?
Yeah, nice. Real nice.
So that's my 3 ounce news. What are the Kanban news you have?
Other Cambot news.
Yeah. What do you have there?
So, for those of you who have been emailing and harassing, I'm joking, we love you. The Lady Pink Cambot, have we revealed it before?
Yeah.
We've shown
yeah,
pictures
yeah,
of it. I don't know if we've shown it on
of course.
video.
I don't know either.
Is shipping. They'll be here next week. And we've been in touch with Museum of Graffiti, continuously, and everyone's very excited, and they will be in your hands very, very, very soon.
And I think they only pre-sold half the run, right? So there will be some available to buy.
There's going to be
They didn't sell the
another
whole
50
thing.
pieces available at Museum of Graffiti, and there will also be pieces available from Clutter. And I spoke with Lady Pink today. She's in Ecuador. I'm not quite sure what she's doing in Ecuador. We had a very brief conversation, which mainly consisted of her saying,
Fun.
I'm in Ecuador. This is a long distance call. Email me. And I was like, you got it. And so, but I was like, they're coming. She's like, thank you so much. I'm really excited. I was like, great. So,
And then last but not least is the 2 petal rose only bought in the really cool blood camo version, which is available now on the website. So
if you're on Instagram, come on
yeah,
over
if you're
to
on
the
Instagram,
tube.
I'm hanging this up now. So if you want to keep
Are you
watching,
really gonna hang it up?
yes, you need to come to youtube.com/Clutter Magazine or on Facebook. Bye.
Cool.
All right, because it's too distracting to do it for the whole thing, and they can't see you beautiful people. So, what's the point in that?
Yeah.
All right. So, any other news that anyone wants to share before we move on to the amazing Ghost Fox toys?
Can I just bring up that?
Yes.
In episode 2 we talked about how we went to the revival of the '90s tour, and I totally said the most awful thing. Julio is so bad that if he dies, I'm not gonna care. And then motherfucker dies, and I totally feel bad for ever thinking that. So Julio, wherever you are, I'm so sorry. Fantastic voyage to you, dude. Because I didn't really
slippity slide, bro.
Even in the gangster's paradise, whatever I gotta say, Coolio, I am so sorry for throwing shade.
Oh God!
Did we go to his last show? Was that his last public appearance?
That would be so fucked up.
Wow!
You hadn't thought about that, right? That might have been his last show.
Oh my God!
Kill Coolio.
Oh my! I know. Yeah, seriously, we're gonna be
You're
haunted and cursed by Coolio for the rest.
Oh my God! Can you fucking imagine?
Isn't it just like this?
Yeah,
it's just like this now. But
and oh my God, dude, orange soda.
Well,
okay, and it took us a couple of days to figure out the whole orange soda thing.
Yeah.
You went out on the toilet like Elvis? Did he? Oh, you did. He did have a heart attack in his friend's house. Was it really on the toilet?
Was it really on the toilet?
Oh my God!
I was just making that up, but maybe it's true. That would be good.
I am legit not trying to get haunted in the bathroom. I just want to throw it out there that would be the worst. Coolio, don't fucking haunt me, bro.
I
think you're safe.
I mean, I do feel like we've made a deep connection with Coolio that we were never expecting.
It's true.
It's we met weird.
It's true. I have to say though, as much as I respect Coolio, he wasn't good. If that was his last performance, then I don't want to remember him like that.
I think the saxophone player, whoever you were, number 3 in the world, was rough. That really kind of fucked up the whole vibe of the concert.
Yeah.
And Vanilla Ice had to bring it back.
So that's
Vanilla
the news.
Ice.
That's the news. Coolio died.
Every time I touch this, it's shaking.
I know. Don't do it.
I'm not touching it, man.
All right. Anything else? Anybody got anything else? No?
All right. Want me to make up some news?
I mean, there's always news, but
no.
Let's get them on.
Let's get them on. All right. We are bringing you the spookiest of the designer toy duos.
Creepiest duo.
The creepiest duo.
The foxiest.
The creepiest, foxiest, ghostiest duo. Ghost Fox Toys. Let's bring them on. Here they are. See, creepy and spooky, as promised. Hello, Ghost Fox Toys.
They're muted.
Oh no! Somebody unmute them, quick. Oh no! Hello?
Hello?
There you are. Yay! Cheers.
Cheers.
You are big. I only got coffee today, but that's okay. That's okay. Killer mask. It is. Did you make that?
It's yeah. We're working on for fun to take a break from toys here and there. We're working on a short horror film, and Gino's building a puppet.
Yeah, I'm building this.
Nice.
It's melted ice cream.
That's awesome.
Oh, nice.
That's so cool.
All this neck meat. He's based off of Mitch McConnell.
It looks like him. I can see the resemblance.
What about the economy?
That's awesome.
Oh
I know you have a lot of background in puppetry, so we'll talk about that in a second. But when Gino comes back, let's start with talking about your toy story and how you found designer toys, what you started collecting, where did you find this little niche of ours?
So I would say in late 2016, me and Gino, we were friends for years. We became a couple and decided we wanted to collaborate together. We're already collaborating with the puppets. So we wanted to find our art styles. I was making plush and Gino was sculpting. So we thought at first, let's combine that somehow. just couldn't figure out the technical side to it. And Gino had already been doing like resin casting.
Yeah.
But he didn't really know it was like a thing called, like there was like a designer toy, a resin toy thing. And I was like, hey, these are like resin toys. We should do these.
Yeah, it was the pumpkin toads. They're way different. Like in the past, they had like more grumpy looking, and I was making little DIY kits and out of resin and just try to encourage people like, hey, want to paint these and I'll paint my own and whatever. I thought I would sell them dirt cheap because I didn't know how to price them.
Right.
Yeah.
And she talking about designer toys. I'm like, this is freaking cool, dude. Like, this is awesome.
So did you collect toys? Did you collect anything before you started making stuff, or did you just made stuff and then found out about?
So I collected a little bit. I actually did decon in, I want to say 2013 or 14, and with my plush, but I just did it more like I wanted to check out the convention. Like, I might as well sell two while there. So there I got my first Omen Owl. I picked up a couple things, but my collection didn't grow too much until years later. But that was my introduction to it. I don't know if you know.
No, I was too broke to afford anything really. I think at the most I would treat myself to like some kind of like random toys at like a flea market. I still have like a collection of flea market toys. If it looks cool, I just get it and I find out. Toy, I'm like, yeah, it look cool. So that, I mean, I still don't collect because I'm too cheap. So every once in a while, I'll like maybe dip in and get something. I think the most expensive piece I have like a little shark, $70 or something. So I don't know.
But there's lots of little things behind you now. So who do you collect? What do you collect now? Or is that all your own stuff? I can't really tell. I see some like Chris Riniak stuff back there.
Yeah, this is like my desk is here, and then Gino's desk is on the other side. So we just have a lot of different random blind boxes. We got some little can bots. We got some moon bats. I like really cutesy little figures. We also like to collect from artists we meet. I think that's one of like the most fun things to buy and collect.
That's cool. Yeah.
Like we got this Angie from Fit Turtle at Econ 2000 when I first met him. And Gino bought this for me. So things like that, and we do have some of our pieces sprinkled in, but I like to collect small things for space. We really have a lot of space, but yeah, my favorite pieces are definitely like resins from artists that we've met.
And it gives it an interesting concept to every toy when you talk about like the story of where you got that toy.
Yeah.
Or somebody giving it to you like that. That's almost more interesting sometimes than why you
I think it
toy.
differentiates different types of collectors. You know, I think we're really similar to you in that we collect so many different things because it's really personal to us.
Yeah.
You know, we don't collect for resale value. We don't collect because something's hot.
Right.
We collect because we see something and we like it, or we meet someone and we love them and we love that they made something, and it's very personal.
Yeah, like I like that you said that because I have a couple lemon toys, and the only reason I think I have like 4 now. The only reason why I started getting those is because our son Oliver does this funny thing where he hugs us and he's like, "You're a lemon. You're a lemon."
Like a little sour face.
A little sour face. I'm obsessed with lemons now because of that. So when I'm look up and I see these little lemon toys, it, like makes me think of him. So
I think you're
the antisocial social club lemon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, is that who it is?
The what?
Is it the antisocial social club lemon?
Is it an antisocial social lemon?
No?
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what that is?
No.
I'll show it to you.
Yeah, no. I just have I have like a Deku. I have whatever, I don't know what this is. I got it from Giant Robot on a pop shop. I can't see it.
Here, it's
too bright. It's just like this really cute
there you
like polystone.
That's awesome.
That's really cute.
Very cool.
I can't stand how cute it is, and I have to buy it.
We're losing like every other word from you guys. Maybe it's like the hurricane pushing over to like Texas.
It's
a little
not going that way.
I know. I was trying to make up excuses for them. I mean, you know, you're on the Gulf-ish.
We're west. We're like Mexico.
You're in Mexico. You're not
in
in Mexico.
Yeah. Cut out. So how did you guys meet?
How did we meet?
I'm not sure.
It was a one-night stand gone wrong, and they couldn't.
2011 or 12, I used to throw art markets and art shows, and I met Gino somewhere, and I liked his art, so he would like vend at my events. And then we started the puppet troupe together. Like I said, we're just friends. We fell in love. We weren't know what we did. And yeah, like our life just moved quick from the moment we decided we wanted to be together, because we're older and we're like, we both had the goal of doing art for full time, and we knew that meant we gotta like just start life. And we had nowhere to live at first. Like when we first got together, I was with my dad, he was with his sister. Then we lucked out. I was signed up for this place we live at. It's called Art Space. So it's a living/work artist building. Like all the people that live here are artists. And perfect timing. We got to move in. We had nothing but like, I don't know, like some stuff donated to us by family and friends. And from that point on, we'd wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning just trying to like, develop like
Yeah, we didn't do toys right away.
We took a whole year to develop like our style or our goals, what we wanted to do.
Yeah, we did a lot of stuff. Like we would work with the city, like doing arts and crafts and stuff, or local markets. Any local market, or we'll do. Michelle has like a side button business, so we'll just be popping buttons for like, I don't know, bands and artists and politicians, and that would help builds and stuff. And during that time, we were developing our IPs for like, you know, for Ghost Fox toys and stuff. And
yeah.
So what was the first toy that you guys came out with? What was your first?
Catalina.
Together, yeah. I have one.
You still have one?
Yeah. It's all scuffed though, because it's mine.
This one.
So this is a little Cactus Alien.
Aw.
Very cute.
Yeah, she has like a really cute, distinct face and a little pot dress. So she's an alien disguised as a cactus.
That's awesome. I love that. I don't think I've seen that before.
Yeah, that's rad.
Once we sold the ones that we made, we didn't really make her again. She wasn't. I don't know whether it was like because we were new or it's it's not the strongest design because it was when we first started out. Like it sold eventually, but
I think cactuses were already out by the time we
we came in late.
You missed the cactus trend. You just need to make it spookier because then it would fit in with the Ghost Fox toys. Like it's got to be spookier. Just do a spooky version.
I ended up popping off her legs and giving her like tentacle feet.
Ah,
Okay.
ghost cactus. I mean, octopus cactus.
And then this is our second one. This is Itty Bitty Bum Bun.
This is based off our son when he was a baby because it's also very scuffed. It's a little.
He's like
a little baby marshmallow.
Oh.
Okay.
Too cute.
And he came with a little crab cracker.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's so good.
Is it a butt crack?
But he was so like chunky and pale, and he looked like a little marshmallow. And
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're just like doing designs and like had Roddy. Gino had Roddy already.
I had Roddy Rigo, like that. I had it for years sculpted,
but we didn't do anything with it at first.
I didn't do anything with it. It's like
Who's that? With what? Who's that? Explain what that is.
Yes.
Who are you talking about?
Who is that? What toy is that?
Oh, Roddy.
Figure. Yeah.
Yeah, show us that.
Show us the figure.
So Roddy's probably like our most popular of like our resins.
Here he is.
Yeah. Show us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
Yeah,
you
cool.
go.
He's got a full name, and he likes to give people cavities.
Cool.
Have you made big ones of Roddy?
yes.
We have we don't have it, huh?
Not with this.
We're gonna get some Roddy's. They're being a Rotocaster right now. They're like this big.
It's like 7 inches, right?
From Ghost Rabbit Society. He actually gifted us the giant print, and we sent it back to him so he could mold it and cast.
Nice.
Awesome. Very cool.
The Roddy earrings, those are great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I saw those today. They're really cute.
Thank
That's
you.
great.
We
That's
actually
great.
dropped today. We a bunch of like resins that
Blank resins.
and stuff, and I think they all sold out already.
Yeah.
That was
Right.
So do you guys drop mainly on Pop Shop Live?
not anymore.
Well,
So
Yeah.
tell us we can come back to your toy journey, but tell us your Pop Shop Live experience?
Okay, so we first started doing it with 2020 when everyone was like home because of the pandemic.
And can I just say one thing? We're not interrogating you.
Yes, we are.
This is a very casual conversation, so please don't feel like, you know,
Okay.
if you don't answer correctly, we're gonna harm you in some way. You know, we all know each other very well. Like,
Yes.
so please,
I feel like
you know, take a load off.
person I've had more beer in me, so I was like more relaxed.
Drink up.
Yeah.
Do it. Pound that.
I
Pound
forgot to
that.
bring a beer out here.
Do you want me to get you a beer?
I'm okay for a minute.
Last
I'll try my
week,
fucking
I was
ready.
drinking a beer and you were like giving me side eye. So I was like, I didn't
No,
do that.
I wasn't giving you that. You were attracting all of those fruit flies.
Oh, that's right. We had a fly-demic
And that
here.
was the problem.
It was fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Go on. I'm sorry. I interrupted you.
No,
2020.
2020. Everyone's
Okay,
home.
we're back in 2020. You're home. What happened?
yeah, we did Pop Shop. We didn't know what to expect. It was really fun. I think our first stream was like, well, no, the first stream was VIP night. We made $0.
That was DesignerCon, right? Because they moved it all to Pop Shop that year. Yeah.
Yeah, the super $0 for everything. Like So whatever, we went on the next day. So many people we didn't know. The people had us on for 12 hours. They wanted more. We ran out of toys, and they're like, "What else do you have? Do you have?" And like, I went to go buy pizza and come back, and Gino was there, like, eyebrow.
Yeah, it was really cool.
And that was just like so fun. Like I said, I'm nervous talking like this, but like something snapped in the middle of the Pop Shop where I was like, I love this. Like,
Michelle's really good at just speaking. You know, she just like when she gets started, she's like, "Oh, I'm nervous on camera. I'm always nervous on interviews." And I tell her, "Dude, you do so good because you know."
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, and you know, I blank out all the time. I would just give you a very direct answer, and it'll be honest.
I have to admit something to you guys because like we text a lot, right, when we talk, and I think that do you guys still have one number?
yes, it's just
Right, so I never know who I'm talking to.
oh, it's mostly
You're like,
hey, here's Gino.
I think we share the same brain in text. We almost sound like we're still making like jokes and stuff. It's like almost the same. Stupid
yeah, like your personality is like merged for me
Yeah.
into like a
You're
unit,
like, I don't know who.
which is probably like that for some people with me and Miranda.
I hope not.
I mean, once they get to know us, it's like, you know, we couldn't be more different. I was dissecting you the other day because Miranda's kind of like a submissive dominant, and I'm like a dominant. I was breaking it down for her the other day.
That's true. Well,
It was really about ordering lunch because she was like, you know, she won't tell me what she wants, but if I don't get it for her right away, I'm in trouble.
it's true. It's true.
It's fucked up.
I don't like to pick what we're going to eat for lunch. I'd rather everybody else pick.
And
Yeah.
it's a subtle form of
Yeah.
control.
Apparently. All
Sorry.
right.
So go on. So you had this incredible experience where you were on for 12 hours
Yeah. It was
and you sold everything.
all the toys we had made, all the resins
Wow.
and customs.
Old, I guess inventory. I don't know what to call our older stuff.
Yeah, stuff that didn't sell from like the years before Con and 5 Points. We had leftover stuff, and people were like, "What else? What else you got? Give it to me."
We've actually had shows like later on where people would buy like the decorations we would make.
Yeah, we like to make sets for our Pop Shop sometimes when
Yeah.
it's Halloween or Christmas, and people are like,
We'd sell
"I
out.
want to
and then,
buy that on the wall behind you."
like this. Yes.
We'll hand paint
That's
like
so cool.
our characters on like wooden things, and we're like, "Yeah, you got it. It's yours." Like,
It's such a fun experience on Pop Shop. It's like
So Pop Shop. Let me just ask you some questions
Yeah.
about Pop Shop because I don't know anything about Pop Shop. I tried to watch one once, but I don't know. I couldn't get to work. Whatever. So so you go on there and you can just be like, hey, I've got this thing, and you don't have to preload product into it.
you can like preload everything if you want to be like, okay, now it's this thing, and then so you can just find it and then make it go live, or live on the fly, where you could just like snap a picture, enter quickly the quick description, and put it up that way. So
And
it's
then people can only buy it while you're talking about it.
no.
yeah.
There's a catalog that you can like press the button and it opens the whole catalog of the other stuff that's still there.
Yeah. So people will have like 2-3 things, and some people like with stores that sell like anime or kawaii stuff, they'll load their whole. You can import your Shopify catalog.
Yeah.
Right.
Hundreds of items you can shop through.
That's crazy. So you had a really great experience at Pop Shop, and then what happened? You said you don't use it as much anymore. So what's been the journey for you at Pop Shop?
We were using it, like we got into this groove of like a show once a month because we can only produce.
Sure.
So I feel like what we were producing in a month was insane. Like when we did a solo show, we did all those pieces. There's a lot of pieces.
Yeah.
But we started doing like a solo show type amount of pieces for every Pop Shop. Like it was crazy. Like, but we just got in the groove. The more we did it, the more people started like becoming regulars. Interaction. People were making us laugh.
We built a good off of that. Community continued beyond Pop Shop, and it's kind of cool. So it's like now, like really get to know the people who shop at Pop Shop, and then we're at part, and now we know them at a first name basis.
Yeah, we developed like these inside jokes during the stream with everyone. Like
really cool community.
We drop something because we drop stuff a lot. Like the chat that calls us nerd. Everyone's just typing in nerd. So
Awesome.
yeah, and it's been good. The only problem was Pop Shop's going through a lot of changes right now. And yeah, through some back end changes, where they got rid of free shipping Friday, which is a really good incentive for people to come shop. And I get it, like, you know, they got to make money.
Yeah.
And then there was like rumors that they were going to change the shipping again, where instead of a flat rate, we were going to have to handle that on our own.
Right.
Like worried, like we can't offer our shoppers $5.99 priority mail shipping. Like it's just not possible. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
so we're like, let's take September off, figure out where we want to go forward. So we did a couple shop drops, but October's coming up and we have a lot of stuff and we miss it. We're like, oh, because last year we did this big October show and we had games, we had giveaways, we made a set. So
I mean, there's nothing to stop you doing that on Instagram either, right? You could just build your own, do a live show and have it on your website, I guess.
of that, but then like people would have to leave, they'd have to have like 2 devices or like bug out. So we're gonna do it. They haven't changed the shipping yet, but they haven't said anything. If they do, we'll just figure it out and we'll go from there. We like to ask like our community, what do you guys want? Or if we do this, like
you mentioned Twitch, right?
Twitch, we're gonna start up our Twitch again.
Okay.
Schedule like maybe like one day it's Gino sculpting and then one day it's me painting and one day every couple weeks we're gonna have like a talk and sell, like a dibs or a giveaway bot or something. So
and it's cool because like I'm just going live. I've been doing it on Instagram, like sculpt, and so like before I used to just like edit the video and put it on YouTube, but that's such a hassle. So like communicating and sharing tips and tricks. So I'd rather just go live. So I think going on Twitch would be a really great avenue for us. And Michelle said like they updated it, so it's like way easier now just to have like multiple cameras. So that's a lot of fun. I think we're gonna start next week. Hopefully Monday I go live and I'll just go to my desk and sculpt something out.
That's awesome. We were talking a bit last week to Vincent Scholar about the similar kind of stuff, like running Discords, doing lives, and how much of a full-time job it is to run a social media presence like that, having to like constantly be in communication with your fan base. How do you guys handle that? You have, there's 2 of you, you have a son, like you work full-time doing art. So how do you manage doing all of that?
It's helped out that Oliver started pre-K, so that's good.
Yeah.
That's freed us up a lot. So we're actually taking care of ourselves. We go to the gym in the morning.
I don't know how you fit it all in.
Yeah, ourselves was our last priority on the list of like Oliver, work, the house, bills, and then like
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we like during the pandemic, I gained so much weight. I was almost at 200 when I should be sitting like a nice sweet 170.
I think we can all relate to that. Just saying, like we all did that.
I lost weight. Like all right, this is good. So like we're gonna keep doing that, and then
we also had our son later in our lives, so we were like, oh, we gotta like.
You're talking like you're old.
I know. How old are you? How old were you when you had your son?
I was 36.
Yeah, that's not
okay.
that old.
I was old. Like my mom had me when she was like 20 something. So
see, my mom was 38 when she had me, but I'm number 4. So,
but I'm done. This is close.
Yeah, I understand. But do you feel the pressure of social media though? Does it feel, is it a weight on you to like, well, now we have to do this thing again, or not?
A little bit. So, mostly because the way my brain works, I'm not like diagnosed ADHD or anything, but I do have a thing where when there's stuff that I have to do, my brain right away is like, no, don't do it. Like,
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Procrastinate on that one. Do that when it's really like the crunch.
Yeah. Don't do that when you have to do something else that's important. And then you can come back to that other you're putting off. So sometimes we'll do a post and then we're getting a lot of love and a lot of comments on Instagram. And it does, I see the number and my brain kind of like gets overwhelmed and like, you know, so stuff like that. And then I'll open it and then I'll see, oh, everyone's just being nice and like chatting with everyone. But then I'll get too chatty. And then like my work's on my desk looking at me like you're gonna paint me or what? Like,
right. That's the balance. That's the hard balance. But I think for everybody.
But the Discord, I haven't found it. It's actually not that bad. It's actually really fun.
It's chill. I like it a lot.
I did have to pull back other people's Discords, which I feel like, you know, you get real into it at first and you're so excited. And but I really did have to pull back to give more focus to ours. But every now and then, like, we're all part of each other. So there's like some crossover here and there. But yeah, at first it was exciting and then it got overwhelming. Like,
I got rid of my Facebook. I just got sick of it. I was like, dude, if I'm in Discord and I really want to engage, I feel that that'd be a lot better than just being on Facebook. Because I feel like I wasn't really engaging on Facebook. I post my art, it'll get some traction or whatever. But I feel like it's more fun on Discord. So like I was like, yeah, fuck Facebook. So I got rid of it. So, you know, just focus on that.
Can I flex on you a little? I gave up on Facebook in 2016.
Damn.
And I don't miss it. I don't fucking care. Like
I would ditch Facebook, but a lot of my family are on Facebook, so it gives me a connection to them. I find it more of a personal tool than a business tool. Absolutely. There's a lot of garbage on there too, but
yeah, I only for business in the beginning, so I had it for years. I'll just, you know, of course I'd make some sales and stuff, and then like it just lost interest and lost its purpose. Even our Facebook business page freaking sucked, man.
Yeah.
It's like get 2 likes and it's just like, you know what, screw this. Just fuck it all.
It's true. So do you think that you're more insulated now from everybody else because you just run your own like Discord and it's your own community? Or do you feel like that doesn't really matter?
No, we have Instagram.
No, yeah, Instagram, we interact with a lot of artists. And I think during the pandemic, we really bonded with a lot of other artists because these artists were having these like hangout Friday on Zoom or whatever,
yeah,
live on YouTube. And then a lot of people, like, we go and watch other people's pop shops for fun. Like, we watch Plastic Pizza because they're just like a ball of fun.
Sure.
There's like the Boozing Buddies. They have an Instagram thing every week that we watch.
Yeah.
Like, so we're very connected with people that way. Instagram, it's more interacting with the people who come to our pop shops. But we do have quite a bit of artists on there. I feel like 25% of our Discord is other artists that maybe don't have their own Discord, but you know, they come and hang out in ours and we tell people your art and everything. And
oh yeah, totally.
I mean, that's the designer toy world, right? You know, 50% of collectors are artists, and you know, that's just the way we all collect and we're all artists, and that's just, you know, part of the vibe, I think, too.
I don't know. I mean, we don't really collect.
No, never. I think the pandemic split people, actually. It's interesting because I've heard people like yourselves say, oh, it made me more creative, it made me more connected. And then there's plenty of people that I know that it did the complete opposite and made them way more recluse, way more like not wanting to go out there and you know, talk to people on Zoom on a Friday night because they were dealing with their own shit at home. And I think it really did create, you know, a divide there in both ways. I
think Pop Shop fed that because we stayed home like a lot. We were very strict to staying home. All I did see is grandparents for forever.
Mm-hmm.
But like you do start craving that like interaction. So I feel like Pop Shop filled that void because even though we can't see them when we're doing it, it felt like connection. And it could have been very superficial, but I felt like a lot of relationships have grown from that. And I feel like we busted our creativity because we were kind of in like survival mode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Toys, and then we had the work we did with the city, and the city pays their artists really well hourly. So we would do like crafts at the farmers market. We're supposed to have a big job.
Face painting for the kids.
Face painting for like Day of the Dead and a bunch of
That's
stuff.
awesome.
They even hired us to do like tutorials and stuff for like the Museum of Art and stuff. So they hit us up because they needed to do. I mean, because they have a budget, so they have to spend it.
Yeah, absolutely. Otherwise, they won't get it again.
Is that unique to San Antonio?
The what?
Is that unique to San Antonio?
No, El Paso.
El Paso.
El Paso.
Cooler.
What'd you say? You're cooler?
Yeah.
I don't think I've been to El Paso.
I've never been to Texas, so.
No, like I don't know if it's unique. It's just definitely the way our city's art department works. I know like they get money from the hotels, that hotel tax everyone pays, that goes into feeding arts. So like Gino said, if they don't spend the money by the end of the year, they don't get it back. So
yeah.
So, like since the pandemic, like
everything
shut down, so they didn't have money to like pay artists to like go do like I don't know or freaking like or whatever. They just had money and they're just like, so they hired us to do some tutorials. So there you could look online. There's a Day of the Dead. What is it called? Painting tutorial, a makeup tutorial, and then we have like a surreal art you can make out of cardboard.
But in 2020, there was none of that even.
Oh no.
Yeah, so we were like, dang it, like.
Oh, that was eventually.
Yeah, no conventions, no markets. We're like, what are we gonna do? We just started making, and then we're like, eventually maybe sell it. Like just make, and we had a solo show in late February of 2020, and then March happened. So we got like it was with Mothership, and luckily because of everything that happened, they like paid us out really quickly because of the situation, and then that helped us. That held us out for like a while until we started like trying to sell things online.
I remember I was getting like really stressed out, like, but we what's it called? But when you like you don't outwardly express it, you
suppress it.
We suppress it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. We just casually just like I didn't realize how much stress I was suppressing because I was like felt like the world was on fire and freaking we're like about money, and then like I got shingles, so I was so stressed.
Oh no,
that's stress.
Just like in bed, just like shingles suck, and I had like this packs, and I would just play Switch, occasionally trying to like work, but it was just like
oh no,
I got shingles. I was up
that sucks. Shingles can be brought on by stress, though, right? Because it's suppressing your immune system already if you've had chickenpox.
I mean, we can get into like my clinical diagnosis line.
Dr. Josh will reside. No, it was really scary at the beginning of the pandemic. I remember when the world shut down and we were like, oh, fuck, what are we actually going to do?
Oh, yeah.
Like, we were like really close to 5 points at that point. We were like, holy shit, what are we going to do if we have to refund all this money? Because that money's already spent on the venue and all the staff and this.
Yeah, it was really
like,
scary.
Everything that costs, it was crazy.
Yeah, I remember calling Anime NYC and being like, what are you guys going to do? Like, are you going to give all the money back? Like, what are you going to do? And like, we just had to just sit on our hands and wait and see how it played out.
And we also had COVID at the time, or we were like quarantined for COVID.
And
so yeah, but all that was happening at the same time. So it was like stress and COVID and like holy shit,
it's true.
It was a wild time.
It was a weird time, all of us together. Like it was weird.
Yeah, it was.
It seems like a lifetime ago now, though. But
it does.
But I feel like we all have post-traumatic stress from it.
Definitely.
I kind of liked that it put life on pause a little bit, though. When I was driving to work this morning, I was like, oh my God, it's like we don't stop. Like, I just feel like everything's fast forward now. Yeah. Whereas it was nice to be like, oh, everybody's home right now for a minute.
That was a really good feeling.
And then it got old real fast, but
I don't know. I mean, we partied like every weekend once we like figured out our bubble.
We were very lucky, but that's
we were super lucky.
Had people around
like,
us, yeah.
I mean, we're alive. We're super fucking lucky.
True.
But yeah, I feel like we're still traumatized. Like, do we go out? What do we do?
Oh yeah, every time we go out,
crowds. Just like I mean, I don't like going to concerts anyways, but it's something like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna go to a concert anymore. So it's like, now give me a reason not to ever go again. But all these people next to me, I'm like, get the fuck away, dude.
Yeah. It does give you that like, oh my God, there's people around me. This is weird. Like, back away. Totally.
I just all up in my shit, So it's like, even more so, I'm like,
yeah, no, 100%. And I feel like now that the pop shops and the networks and all those kind of apps are not as successful now because everyone's coming out of the pandemic and going out and doing things.
Well,
that's
a good question. Have you seen a drop off in Pop Shop since people are out eating dinner again?
No.
For us, no. It's been amazing that like the people who started collecting from us, they're very supportive, and we like to do a lot of unique things. So every show will come up with a blind box or a blind bag of our resins, and that seems to go really well. We'll mostly sell out the whole show, except for maybe sometimes one or two of the bigger, more expensive customs sticks around. But like the first time we had a major sellout was in December. Like I couldn't believe it. Even our big pieces, I literally started crying on Pop Shop because I felt the love. Like I was like slathered in love. Like, oh my god, you guys! I was like crying, like don't look at me, and
it's amazing.
That's great.
Yeah,
going like every month, like everyone's been amazing. Like I'm getting like all.
In New York, we would say verklempt.
Yes.
I just want to say thank you to everybody that's joined us in the chat. Hello, everybody. We see all your comments. Hey, Dylan, thank you.
We're not ignoring you.
Alex said that New York City quarantine
the only person that we're ignoring is Kyle.
Get everywhere. No, we've spoken to Kyle.
I know. I'm just teasing Kyle.
Kyle said he loved those first couple of months. Yes, those first couple of months.
Yes.
Because everybody.
Have you guys always done art? Like, what's your way back story? How did you get into art? What was your story when you were little and stuff?
You go first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you go first because I take over right away. I'm like, let me talk.
I'll keep it short and simple. Like, I started off drawing. I thought I was going to be in a career of like making comic books, and I realized I couldn't do it. I hated it. Like drawing panel to panel. Actually, I'm really bad with perspective. I'm really bad at drawing hands. So I was like, I suck at this. And then I went into sculpture, and I adapted so much. Like I struggle with it still, but I was able to like fight that struggle. So it's like I stick with it. So I'm like, okay, this is good because like I'm met with the challenge and I want to continue this. This is a good thing for me. So I've been sculpting since I was like 21. I'm gonna be 42 this year, for a long time. And I went into maquettes. So I wanted to make like little statues. I thought I was gonna be like doing, I don't know, like IPs for like big companies. Like, oh, I'm gonna be doing like a Batman sculpture or whatever. I don't like doing that. I like doing monsters, so I started making latex masks. I started making big latex masks, and I loved it. But getting that supplies here in El Paso was really expensive. So I wasn't like, I had to like gear my life to like, okay, I need to balance what I like and how to make money. And I realized when I started shrinking down my sculptures and making like jewelry or like the little pumpkin toads, like that's when I started like, okay, I'm still doing what I like, but I'm making money off it. So that's where I started. And then I also do music on the side. If you want to check out my band, Sculptorgeist.
There you go. So when Alex just brought that up, oh my God, you got to talk about Sculptorgeist.
It's not bad. It's just by myself because I get an F because I don't know how to work with people when it comes to music. Very like this, I don't like that. Let's do it my way. So it is a solo project. And
do you ever make music together?
It's one of the most relaxing things. I could just like, I have some drinks and just be on my computer and I make music. I make music like this. Like this, I do it like this. So, yeah, check out Sculptor Guys on Instagram and Bandcamp. So I love music. I did have bands in the past, but again, like I don't really work well with people when it comes to that. Like I'm very strict. Like I'm almost kind of like, dude, like get your shit together. Why you keep fucking up? Like playing live, like it would piss me off, dude, because like I put some work into like making music.
You're getting mad even thinking about it.
Yeah.
So like I get like so I'm not good with bands, so I'd rather just do solo projects.
We work really well together though.
You're Michelle's like fucking awesome, dude. No, you're chill.
You're not like that with me.
No, not at all.
You're so chill.
No, but with music, I'm very like territorial, so that's where I'm at right now.
You're on like your synth off.
I love filmmaking. So like I love puppets. I love horror. That whole, you saw me earlier with that puppet head. Working with a company here locally called Subharmonic City. Follow them, and we're planning to start filming hopefully by the end of the year. We're gonna do like a little short horror film about a ice cream monster, and that's all I want to say right now. But yeah.
I already told Gino, like, okay, you're gonna have to like make a toy of it. We're gonna have to like market it. Like we're gonna like do this
Hell
and
yeah.
that. Like yeah.
I was gonna say, it sounds like you want to sculpt some kaiju style stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, do you collect? Do you have a secret kaiju collection that's not cute and small?
No, like I said, I'm broke all the time.
You've drawn some really cool.
Come on, you guys are selling out on Pop Shop, like on the daily. Well, come on, what are you talking about?
I like spending money on my family. I like spending money on myself. So like, it's one of those things. Like I say, we're broke. We're not broke, but I have to tell my brain that because I would buy like the dumbest shit. Like right now, I want like a MIDI guitar. So it's a guitar, but you can play like synthesizers on it.
Oh, that's cool.
No, I don't have the money for that. You're broke. You're broke. No. We're not broke, but I just gotta tell myself.
Yeah.
So you don't spend it. So before you tell us, Michelle, I have a question before you tell us your story. Where did the name Ghost Fox Toys come from?
I don't know. We're trying to think of an idea, and when we drive, there's like a cemetery we pass by all the time, and I was like telling Gino, yeah, there's like a story about like a fox, a fox ghost or something, and we thought that sounded cool. Which is like, I don't want to like stir some controversy. Neither me or Gino believe in ghosts, but like spooky and paranormal stuff and stuff like that. So that was funny. Like it just sounds cool, and then like it's like
I'm waiting for someone to tell us your name Ghost Fox Toys and you don't believe in ghosts. I'm like, dude, the people like can't believe in dragons.
they
like,
probably do.
We're gonna have to cut this bit out so nobody knows that.
Yeah,
You're gonna
we're
keep the
just edit
mystique.
this. Yeah, like
How do you not believe in ghosts and before Ghost Fox?
I mean, we're haunted by Coolio.
Yeah.
Alex, no, only Alex is haunted by Coolio.
You're the Alex is the only one that publicly disrespected him.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm so sorry, Coolio.
Just gonna keep saying it. So, Michelle, tell us your story about where you came from and growing up.
Okay, so mine's gonna start kind of sad. Like this is for all the little kids out there. I always wanted to do something creative growing up. You know, they say, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" So I was like, I want to be an artist. I want to be a ballerina. I want to be a photographer. I want to be a fashion designer. Honestly, it's just I wanted to do something creative. So I had to do these like assignments in school. Like, what do you want to be? And photography at the time. So I had to interview a working photographer, and he just like totally discouraged me. I was like a little 13-year-old. He's all like, "Oh, well, you could do it, but not creatively. You just have to like get lucky with a newspaper job." And so I just always had people around me like discouraging, like, "Oh, that's cute, but you can't really do that for a living." And I had a college professor. I actually went to college for history, so I got my bachelor's history. I was going for my master's in history, but I would always do art still, like markets on my own. And I took a freshman level drawing class because it let me. I was like, I'm gonna register for this and see if it lets me, even though I'm a grad student. So I took this class, and it was fun, and I was always sketching my sketchbook. And then the teacher, like probably when like my age or maybe 5-7 years older, was like, "So what do you want to do?" And I told him at the time, I was like, "Oh, I want to be like an illustrator." And again, he could bust out with discouragement. Well, yeah, but that's really hard, and you probably just got to end up being a teacher. And so all this discouragement my whole life about art, and it just like I couldn't take it anymore. As a history grad student, I was like, I want to do art, like, and I was like, so I went to art school for like a semester online, and I didn't like it because I didn't like the structure. So I learned some stuff, but like I was so like busy and just like doing that, like I couldn't do art on my own. So I was like, I'm already making money at these little markets every weekend. I'm just gonna like focus all my energy into that. So I was doing plush, I was selling buttons with my art on it, and that just like grew and grew and grew. And of course at the time I didn't have a lot of bills, so it was like feasible. And I still would get from my parents, they would be like, oh
no.
Oh, shit.
What
our
the
son
fuck?
was calling. Yeah, sorry about that.
You're like, come pick up your son.
Oh no.
I just played. He's with my sister right now.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh yeah, so every now and then my parents, this is before I was with Gino, I would get the speech like, when you're gonna get a real job. And to be fair on their part, like, yeah, I wasn't really making tons of money. And so come together with Gino, we just went for it, and
we went for it.
And yeah, and came together. I'm able to live off it, but my parents don't ask me that anymore. It's been years because they see what we've grown and like they still don't get what we do, which kind of makes me a little sad. I wish when I told them about, we just had a vinyl toy come out, I wish they would be more excited because they knew what I was talking about. Like they're excited, but they're just like, we don't know what that is, but that's cool.
They're excited because you're excited.
But I know they're proud, and I know they see this now as a legit job, and like I do want to like tell my younger self like those TikToks that people have been putting up, like you're gonna do it. Like don't worry about it. Don't listen to people. Like they should have told me you could do it. It's gonna be hard and a lot of work, but that's like everything. Instead of like, no, you can't or shouldn't do that.
Do you play music?
Yeah. I do play music, but I'm retired.
Wait, can I ask you a question about your experience?
Yes.
We were just having this conversation before we came, right?
Yeah.
Like we were just having this conversation before we jumped on tonight. Do you think that discouragement came from the fact that you're a woman?
Probably, yeah. You know what? The 2 or 3 adults that I talked to about it, they were all men.
Yeah.
And they saw me as this like younger girl. It's just like, you know, like maybe because like they weren't doing what they wanted to.
That's
so
what it is.
like, I
Put their
can't
own
do
negativity.
it. You're not gonna do it. So I mean, probably a lot of encouragement. I had this other teacher, her name was, I can't remember right now. She was nothing but encouraging. And it's funny because I was a freshman level class, but I was already like in my mid-20s. So I was really into it and I would do my work. And the teacher would always like single me out and put my work and be like, oh, how cool. Where all the students would look at me. They were all like freshmen and some of them were like seniors in high school. And they would always come up to me. They're like, that's crazy. Like, you're like always doing your work. And I'm like,
yeah.
Like, they were just so amazed. But I felt really embarrassed because, like, I was just doing the work and they were all like, oh, look at her. She's doing her work. I'm like, oh, no.
Like, how frustrating is that? Always, like, hearing from people who didn't live their dream and telling you can't do it because it was hard. Yeah. Dude, it is fucking hard. It's always been hard. Like, art is a difficult fucking thing, dude. You know? Like, don't discourage others. Just say, but it's hard, but you know what? Fuck it. Like, try to find creative ways to, like, pursue it. And it's going to be challenging. Be a good business person. Know how to, like, talk to people. Know how to, like, you know.
Give tips. Exactly.
You know? And, like, I would tell younger Gino, like, dude, get out of your fucking head. Quit being so socially awkward and talk to people. Because I think that's going to help you a lot. Because you can just sit there and make the coolest fucking art. But if you're not getting right the right people, no one's gonna see it, you know.
Yeah, but you're saying that as a 40-year-old man, and as a younger Gino, like you don't have that same mentality that like it doesn't matter, and you can talk to anybody, and everybody has the same hang-ups. You don't know that. You don't know that until you're older, and it doesn't matter what people tell you, because that's how you feel. Like everyone has the same hang-ups when you're in your 20s, right?
Some people don't, and those people excel, and we hate them.
All right.
That's all I have to say about that.
That's cool. Right. So what are your we're moved on to today, right? So you're
being
both
attacked again. Just if you see us doing this,
it's because we're attacked.
It's because we're being attacked by fruit flies because Miranda cracked it.
Okay, you're going crazy.
So yeah. So it's Ghost Fox Toys, right? There's 2 of you making stuff. What's your roles in making the final toy? What do you both do? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, good question, Susie.
We'll both like the ideas. They'll come from like either of our heads or both our heads together. We'll come up with. We'll say something stupid and it'll spark an idea. Gino's like, "Let me sketch it out," and like that. So
it starts with a sketch, yeah. You don't doodle with clay. You doodle on paper and then you make a 3D from that.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And so Gino's like the sculpting. Gino paints, but only sometimes. I do mostly the painting, and I do like a lot of the graphics. I do a lot of the like social stuff, and then
you do a lot of the technical stuff too behind the scenes.
Yeah,
really good. Like it's badass, dude.
I'm the color person, so luckily I was able to invest in a cheaper Pantone book, which is like my favorite thing ever. Like if it wasn't so expensive, I would have been like rolling around the floor with my Pantone book, like, oh.
No, that's how I feel about Pantone books too.
I just look at it, I'm like, don't even look at it, don't touch it. It's expensive, but it's very
cool.
So that's one of my favorite things, like I get to do on that end.
Yeah, and I do the sculpting, I do the casting and the sanding and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's fun. I like our roles because like we're like it's like an assembly line,
Yeah.
hand them to
That's
Michelle.
awesome.
I love seeing like
Yeah.
like right behind me, like because like we're back to back like when we work, and just like look at her desk like at the end of the day and see all that cool shit she's been painting.
You know,
So
like he's working, he'll like turn around, he'll like give me some like eyebrows, like he's all hey.
He's like, hey, the way you just painted that was real sexy.
Yeah, she has like a bunch of the stuff for like our October show, like right here. It looks amazing. Like all the stuff we're getting ready, so it's so neat.
That's awesome.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Gino does a lot of the photography. We like to get creative with our photos and videos. So.
Oh yeah, we love
Yeah.
that stuff.
Oh, we have one of the videos actually from when you did the show here, which is the
Yeah.
videos are so cool. Why don't we put that up? Because it's just like a really great
Oh, cool.
video. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Whoa. Is this your original music?
That's amazing. I was going to laugh at that. You think we do it? We should write all of our sound effects.
Yeah.
That's it.
They're busy.
I know, but
That's still one of my favorite sculpts. I love the mouth on that character.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think we had so much fun doing that. It was we just set it up in our photo booth. I got some twigs from outside. I taped them together and like just
Smoke machine.
smoke machine. I was there like blowing smoke. I had to close the freaking. We had to stop the smoke alarm.
smoke alarm. We had the same problem. And we did the video for the pumpkins when
Yeah.
Cece released those a couple of years ago, and we did a smoke machine. Same thing. All the alarms went off.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
We'd like keep airing out the room just so we could keep
Which
shooting
can I
without the
just
alarm
say-
going off.
No club or disco that I've ever been to has had the alarms gone off because they were running smoke machines. So what is that?
Because we're doing it in like a little tiny
That's a
room.
Good point.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So
the
what you're
size of
saying is
the
that they
room.
didn't have the
Smoke
smoke
alarms.
alarms
Exactly.
turned on. They were
Oh,
disconnected.
yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
The school disco now.
Yeah, you go to
So-
a club, there's a smoke machine, just get out, dude. It's like you might die that night.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you do most of your sculpting in 3D?
No, 3D the most is the newest thing in my toolbox. So I've been sculpting with clay for like many years, and yeah, I still got a lot to learn, but I like it a lot actually, especially when I do like symmetrical clean stuff. It's so much easier than doing it in clay. It's just because I do need to get better at it, and I do need to like practice on it more. My hands feel like they're giving out. Honestly, dude, like when I'm like at my desk, I feel these things
Yeah.
it starts burning. My hands are just like on
Yeah.
time. So that kind of sucks. I hate that like I'm getting older and my hands are like giving out. So eventually, I don't know how long I'm gonna keep sculpting for with my hands. So I do need to.
Carpal tunnel surgery. That'll fix it.
What kind of surgery?
Carpal tunnel.
Is that what it is right here?
Yeah. All of this. All of this.
Next
is
time we
carpal
hang
tunnel.
out,
Yeah.
if you want, I'll do it for you.
Yeah.
I'm a doctor.
No, it's not. Yeah.
Looking at
A lot of musicians get it too. Musicians from playing the guitar, they get it a lot too.
Oh,
Yeah.
you do all that.
I use my hands a lot.
Yeah. It's carpal tunnel.
Upper tunnel. Ah!
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, baby, I gotta stretch my hands.
Gonna masturbate like this.
Oh,
If
no.
I can, you guys. I don't even know what just happened. I'm not even, like I'm just ignoring whatever the fuck you just said.
Come here, guys. Let's go.
Yeah, Josh needs earmuffs. So you guys have a really amazing flow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it back.
Bring it back.
I'm bringing it back.
Yeah, you work as like just a consistent team, which is amazing that you worked out how to do that as a married couple too.
Yeah, I feel like it just added so much to our
Yeah.
relationship, and we really do get along. Like, and as more years go, we were learning to navigate the way our brains work, because our brains do a very specific way that people could take the wrong way, but we're realizing, oh no, that's just like
The way,
the way your brain works, or that's like if you say this or answer that way, it's just because And yeah, I think now we're kind of like in a good flow, and adding like a family into the mix actually made it better, because it took us away from our work. I think we used to work way too much, like wake up at 7, go work till 2 in the morning, and it was just like too much. And now we get to slow down and add fun projects like the film.
Yeah.
And I think it really comes from like us being like a good team. Like I don't know, it's just
I feel like the longer, it's like my son cheesy, but the longer me and Michelle stay together, I feel like we're getting closer and closer. Like we just get to know each other more. It's like super awesome. Like she's like she is my best friend. You know, I love hanging out with her. There's no like I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna go hang out with my bros. I'm not that kind of guy. I want to just hang out with Oliver. Just like let's go get some beer and pizza and
come on, Oliver.
beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the same.
No, we're the same.
We're the same way. We're the
Yeah.
same way.
If one of us is doing something, the other one's like, well,
What?
Like
It's so rare too. It's so rare that we do things separately.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like going out with other couples.
Yeah, sure.
But when there's like a girls' night and Miranda's like, "Are you fucking joking?
It's true.
Like, why would I want to go to a girls' night?"
That's true. That's true. But that's just my personality too. I hang out with guys more than girls, so I don't know.
Because you are
A guy.
the guy.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
I'm the
That's
girl,
true.
and
That's true. That's true.
I get along with women more than I do guys. Like I don't know, I just better because I guess I was raised by women. I was raised by like a single mom and my sister and a very strong grandmother. So I was like always gravitated towards women. So it's easy for me. Just with bros, it's like I'm just kind of like a freeze. Like what are we talking about? What's going on?
You're the same.
I'm totally the same. I've been in situations where guys say stuff and you're just like, I mean, it's not that like, we're not vulgar and we're not stupid,
nasty, dude.
but
Yeah.
it's your priorities in life.
Yeah.
I don't have bro priorities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
there's something I'm like, what? No.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
yeah, not like Dangerbot who's making honk honk noises. And
He's
it's totally a bro. Oh my god, the broiest. So I wanted to ask you guys about Texas. You know that I lived there for a minute. I love it. We haven't been. I've wanted to take Miranda forever. I want to take CZ too. I don't know about Tanaka. I don't know if Tanaka could handle it.
Yeah.
I'm totally joking.
Have you been to Texas, Alex?
No.
Oh.
No. Never been to Texas.
Man, so do you guys do like flat stock? Isn't there flat stock in Austin sometimes? And like, do you ever go to any of the conventions in Texas?
Do you eat a lot of barbecue?
The thing about
Texas is so fucking big.
Yeah.
We drove in the summer to San Antonio twice, one for family vacation and one to go to Gino's sister's baby shower. It'll take us 12 hours to get to a big Texas city because we go 12 hours to California. So it's very hard for us to go to the next biggest city unless we want to because I don't like flying, but say we're going to drive, it's like an 8, 9, 10, 11 hour drive. So we haven't been to East Texas as much. But I hear like, I used to.
You hear good things about that side of the state?
Good.
So funny.
I used to be in a band that we toured. So I used to go through there a lot more. I used to play a lot in Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, all the time. But that was like my younger days when I could handle sleeping in a van and traveling for weeks. And now I just like, I'll drive once or twice a year for vacation or for decon, and I'm like, I'm good. Like, no more.
I hate road trips of all kinds. I hate being in
You're saying about being around people. You're like, oh no.
God, just give me some NyQuil and let me go to sleep. I'm
We know what to get you for your birthday.
NyQuil.
So have you lived there your whole lives?
Yeah. Oh, go. No, you live in San Antonio.
Oh yeah. No, I used to live in
Yes. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I lived in San Antonio for a little bit. I lived in Del Rio for a long time, and then I lived in Austin for a little bit. So I was.
You were like a Texas slut.
Yeah.
Classic Texas slut.
There you go.
No, I'm here from El Paso, and I've lived here my whole life. And
yeah, I used to live in this little like border city named it was called Del Rio. It is called Del Rio. It was called Del Rio.
It was called before they wiped it off the map.
I took it. Yeah, that city, not to be mean, but that freaking city sucked, dude. Because you're like, it's very conservative. Like when you're in school, the schools are very conservative. Like you cannot have hair, and I had long hair. I was 13-year-old guy trying to grow out my hair and look all like this, you know. And then they said like, no, you can't have hair like that. You got to cut it. And then, so I would have like this stupid little bob. Like,
You were probably adorable.
a little bob, dude. Like, there's nothing metal about a bob, guys.
No.
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 That's city. Oh man. But and then like there wasn't much to do either, and like you know just a boring little city and shit, you know. So I don't know.
Is El Paso pretty liberal?
Yeah, we're like a blue city. We're on the border with we're really like 7 minutes from New Mexico. So if you're into weed, if that's your thing, New Mexico, now you just drive 7 minutes, you're there. We have Mexico. We don't really go, like none of us know Spanish. We don't know people. We don't have I don't have family there. And it's still, you know, the cartels, it could be dangerous there, but it doesn't spill over. And I just get so crazy when people talk about like, oh, the crisis at the border. Like they think people are pouring over the border. Like,
and the cartel's right there.
Like you don't, like, guys, that doesn't exist. If anyone out there thinks that's how it is, like it's not, we could see Mexico from our window.
Yeah, I could
like,
look out the window, I see Mexico right there.
We're fine. We're
And
cool.
it's not just people like clambering over, like, let me in, let me know.
Yeah.
I know. It's
We're
crazy.
downtown, which is really close to border crossings. And it's chill. I mean, it's not totally chill because it's like a city downtown, but yeah, El Paso's great. It's growing.
Yeah.
People that do come, like, what's really cool about El Paso, like, we're a really good community, and people like, you know, they dish out, they go help those people, like, you know, so, you know, give them like blankets and food and all that, and you know, but like this whole like, oh, it's a crisis. It's like, dude, what?
We're known to be like, we always meet people from out of town, and the thing they always say is like, oh my god, everyone's so nice, it's crazy, but not like creepy nice, but you know, like
Yeah.
That's what you say. The media are spinning it out of context.
yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it's growing, but we're growing at a nice pace where it's not like too big city feel. Like everyone always, people here are always like, oh, we should have a Six Flags, and I'm like, why? Like you'll go once and that's it. Like why do you want that big stuff here?
Just go get one of those stupid scooters and go right around downtown. There we go. There's your Six Flags. Freaking assholes. I fucking hate those things.
We should get you and Gino, you and Vincent on, and you guys can have like a hate fest. I don't know if you watched last week's episode, but Vincent was just filled with hate, and I feel like you guys would really vibe.
Hate as Vincent can get
In Vincent's own way. It was just like so much
not
hate,
very much.
and I feel like you guys would vibe if you don't know Vincent. What'd you say?
How can anyone hate smiling?
Actually, Vincent Scala is sharing with Fluff right at Decon, and their booth is right behind her booth.
Okay,
Awesome. There you go. You can.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are gonna love each other.
Yeah.
If you don't already love each other, I don't know.
Before we move on to Toy Tank,
Oh yes.
I want to talk a little bit about your guys' collaboration with CZ.
Yes.
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 So I'm going to show the prototype that I have in my hands because it's super rad. So this is the vinyl prototype of your guys' Cambot figure, which is based on the custom that you made for the Cambot show.
Yes.
That's right.
Love it.
So
It's super
dope.
rad. What is missing is the ghost that comes out the top, which is also made, but just not on this sample. So
That's right.
It's so cool, guys. When you guys hit us up about that, I was just blown away. We're like, no fucking way. Like, this
Yeah.
This is.
Oh,
I think this is the first Cambot with arms.
it is
Oh.
like arms like that. Yeah.
Well, all Cambots have
Arms at the
arms,
back.
but with articulating arms.
got little ghoulish arms. I love it.
Wow.
Like,
Looks
Yeah, I
so
love this
good.
guy.
calls me out.
I should hold it up closer as I like move
Nope.
his little arms.
Uh,
He's super creepy.
Wow. And you don't believe in ghosts because
Yeah,
Because everything says otherwise.
what?
he's so rad.
He is. So this morning we actually got the photos of the first sample, painted sample. So I don't know if we can put those up real quick and give everybody out there like a super sneak peek behind the scenes.
Whoa.
Grab, guys.
So,
oh,
so we literally got these this morning. This is like the
Hot
hot
off the
press.
presses.
Yeah. So this is the first painted sample of this little vinyl guy, which should be arriving pretty soon. I mean, it's good to go. So
Yeah.
oh
It
it's
was
so
like, we made a couple little notes. but they were minor.
And then wait for it.
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 Wait for
What's
it.
going to happen now?
Oh.
There it is, close
Oh.
with like the creepiest red glow I've ever seen.
Oh, so
Oh.
good.
You know what Oppo A5?
That's just the
Oh, I
camera that was used.
We didn't have time to crop this
No.
in before we jumped on.
because
but-
it's so hot off the press. So
Can we go back to the painted version and just discuss how it glows red? So how the fuck does it glow red, right?
because the base vinyl does.
I mean, I don't know if I've seen like a red glow. Have we done red glow on anything else before? We've done blue glow.
Red glow's hard to do, so
It's really cool.
it may be the first red glow that we've produced.
This is the most satanic toy yet.
And there you can see his little ghost that comes out of the spray tip.
I mean, with an upside down cross and a red glow, like this is a fucking devil worshipping toy.
I need
Yeah.
this. I need this.
Fucking love it, guys. No, thank you so much for like.
Yeah.
This is so amazing. Like,
And thank you Steve, for letting us.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no, it's great. I love it.
whether an honor or a defile of your toy, but thank you for letting us do that to it.
Yeah, good, yeah.
It's such a versatile
Yes.
platform that it's really so good when we can see all these different versions that artists can come up with, because you can still see that it's a cambot. Like you can still see CZ's original concept in it. And then like, it's just crazy. It's so great.
You know how excited we were to get our blind box? Like we kept the ones we wanted, and then we're like, we stripped the paint on the other little can bots and we started customizing it.
Yeah.
We love it. Awesome. It's a cute little freaking toy.
We had a pop shop where we just customized the 3-inch. We did like 10 customs.
Actually, you guys
Oh, yeah.
quick, hold on.
That's awesome.
Want to show them this one?
Oh yeah, we
Recent
haven't
one.
posted this one yet. It's a kappa.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh, that's well good.
Spray Kappa.
Spray kappa.
That's
That's
awesome.
oh, that is so good.
on his-
Yeah, that's really good.
yeah, so this is the latest one, but we haven't posted it yet.
I
It's
love
so
that
good.
face.
See, it's cute and creepy.
It kind
Both.
I haven't put the bells back
oh,
in.
there's no balls.
It's got no balls.
But don't shake it. Took them out. But this, we actually scanned your original sculpt,
That's
right?
Yes.
So we took your custom before we sent it to the person that purchased it, and we scanned it.
That's cool.
So it's
And-
like
and
really
engineered it.
based on your actual custom.
Did a person that bought it know it was going to become a vinyl?
Do
I don't.
do
I
we know
don't
off the
think
top
we-
of our heads?
I don't. I have to go back and look.
Who bought it?
Let's check eBay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Thanks, this is a production toy. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it came out so well, and the fact that it has this little bit of articulation makes it really creepy.
Yes.
He's like, "Meh, I'm so creepy." Meh. So good.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
it.
because he's sat behind. They're gravestones, right? They're not feet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 So,
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
such a good use.
Oh,
of
coming
platform.
out. Yeah.
he's like in the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come
And
on.
it's really important that like it's still the same proportion as the other
Mm.
cambots, so it fits on the shelf perfectly with them, but just takes it to another place.
Look at that.
Hi guys.
Ah.
So freaking cool.
Yay.
Wow. Wow.
So many artists.
So good. It's so good. I love the collaborations.
Yeah. It makes
Yeah.
us really happy.
It does.
We have plans on the artist proof that we're gonna do to them. So I
Oh,
can't wait.
yeah? You're already thinking like, oh, that's what I'm gonna do.
We have. Oh, did you ask? Oh, sorry, I missed it. What was that?
No, you already. It's great that you already have like, I know what I'm gonna do to them. For
Oh,
your-
yeah. Like our brains are always on fire. We're always thinking about the next thing we could do. We're just addicted to creativity. Love to create. Like
Yeah.
always when we go out, we always take our iPads with us, and we're always drawing and doing stuff. It's just it's fun, you know. Like I never thought I'd be able to do this for a living, you know. Thought I'd be
Yeah.
still doing odd jobs like I've always done, because like that's like, you know, that was my grind, you know. There's odd jobs here and
Yeah.
there. Hacking as long as
Yeah.
you can, quit, go to another job, just back and forth, and finally here doing art for a living. It's freaking awesome.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Hopefully we can get
Congratulations,
CZ to paint up a bunch of them too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Rusty ones.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, I'd love to do that. That'd be cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Reverse the cross. Mister.
That's it. That's it. Yeah. I've just done that.
What's the Church of Scientology's cross?
Do they have one?
I think they do. Make like really like suppressive. I don't know.
Do they? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. But we love it and we can't wait.
Yeah,
And
no, it's great.
and hopefully we'll get them really, 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 really soon.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we're hoping.
Yeah.
I mean, Halloween's right around the corner, so let's keep our fingers crossed that everything
Whoa.
goes the way it should.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That
Whoa.
was
All
great.
right. I see
Craziness.
that we have, Mr. Bleeding Edges backstage there. So maybe we should move along to the toy tank section and then we can talk about what advice you would give, new and upcoming artists and designers.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to
It's
bring
time.
on Jeff from Bleeding Edges, who's going to be our toy tank this week. Here he comes.
Hey,
There he is. Hello.
Come on.
Welcome.
maybe like intro music.
I know.
Toy tank. Toy tank.
I was waiting for the graphic. And
Yeah,
you
what's
just let us down. Harrison. That's
Harrison,
it.
come on, toy tank.
He's going to find it and then slap it on halfway through his talking. Well,
Next week
welcome,
there's
Jeff.
gonna be music.
Welcome
Hey, I'm doing
to
good.
Toy Tank.
Hey!
Hey!
Sorry. What music is that?
Something that Harrison just came up
I
with.
hope it's royalty free.
I know.
It fucking sounds like it.
Who wrote this? No, I'm joking. Sorry, Gino. You get mad at me.
You don't talk about his music.
Is that a record collection behind you?
Yeah, it's very big.
It's huge.
Whoa.
It's more quantity than quality.
Is it really?
Yeah.
You have like an obsessive hoarding problem with vinyl?
Just old time belief that when you like a band, you got to buy the record for real and not just stream it on Spotify.
I mean, that's true.
Dude, fucking
That's true.
throwing down the gauntlet on that one.
It's true.
You're a poser if you don't own it.
100%.
Love
All
it.
right, so you're here to talk about your brand new design.
Yeah, so people probably know me from like 5 Points Fest and Designer Con from my enamel pins. I do BXE buttons, and I've been doing this Halloween cat character for a while, and it's been going on patches and pins and even bigger patches
Awesome.
and stickers
Whoa.
and little buttons. So I wanted to make it a vinyl toy. And I've
Wow.
got-
Oh, look at this.
Whoa.
This is a filament print. It's not the best detail, but I wanted to paint it just to see how it would look. This is orange and black. So this is how the toy is pretty much going to look. But you can see a lot of the detail better in the prototype. This is a resin print.
That's
Right. It's
awesome.
really
I
cool.
think the face is caught really well. And the way it's built too, originally you can see on this one, I had the tail on the back of the pumpkin. And then my genius wife was like, well, if you put the tail on the back of the cat, then you can put other animals in the pumpkin. And it's just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
She is a
Damn.
genius.
Good.
she's really smart.
Yes.
So my idea was, launch it as the Halloween cat and do a Kickstarter, and stretch goals would be, let's put some other animals in this pumpkin.
I love
Oh,
it.
cool.
That works.
I love it. It's awesome. Is it, you want to produce it at that size?
Yeah, it's about 5 inches tall.
So cool.
Where'd CZ go?
See, she's come.
He's gone rogue.
You turn the lights out.
I'm here.
Did you say that? Oh,
He'll come back.
he'll come
It
back.
went away.
So you said that you're gonna do other animals
That's the plan.
Yeah, for the Kickstarter
for
goals.
Kickstarter, and do you already have the Kickstarter developed?
I'm still working on it. I've been working on it behind the scenes. I was like, oh, I'm going to launch it October 1st and end it on October 31st. But October 1st is in like 2 days, so no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Right on. Right on.
artists.
People
How long
don't
have you-
realize how much goes into starting a Kickstarter, though. It's
There's a lot of paperwork that you're doing behind the scenes.
It's a lot
right.
behind the scenes.
So I'm at the
Figure
point where I
things
got to
out.
make fun graphics to not make it look boring. But
Yeah,
I've got the budget
Awesome.
pretty much worked out, I hope.
That's
that's
awesome.
awesome.
How
But
long
my
have you
idea.
been,
Oh,
sorry, how long have you been creating for? Because this is really amazing.
So I mean, I'm like a graphic designer by trade. I don't sculpt. I had a friend sculpt this for me. Lucky Chris, who you might know from Designer Con and 5 Points. He did the majority of it, and then he got a little busy, and I had Evan Porterelli, who's an artist that I knew from my day job, and he helped do the resin print and finish it off. And Evan will do the subsequent prints when we subsequent animals when we get to there.
Do you have animals in mind already?
I drew up a little wiener dog, like a Halloweener.
Halloween, but that's awesome.
And then a skeleton named Skeleton. I like puns.
Yes.
And then I'm working on a bat. But, like, we'll see. The idea is kind of like the those old Fisher-Price toys that, like, could be kind of modular and go in.
Little people. The little people, wasn't it?
Little people, yeah.
That's what they're, little people, yeah. Like, it was kind of like that. Like, I don't know. I feel like for me, it's like I collect a lot of, like, Pusshead toys and, like, a lot of the Sofubi stuff. But when it comes to my own thing, I just want to make cute little animals.
That's really funny. That's really funny.
My previous toy was Plague Dr. Penguin,
Right.
Dr. Plagueman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
So he's a little animal. My first toy was Burrito. It was a burrito bear. It's a little hard to see on the black.
Oh yeah, nice.
So I just want to make the animals. It's fun.
The animals are fun.
But yeah, so I'm talking with Mile High Sofubi, who did these in America. And the experience working with him was like, it's hard to say like the experience went perfectly, but it went perfectly. There was absolutely no problem. It came out better than I expected. And anytime I hit him up, like, yo, I need more, he's has no problem doing it. I mean, sure, he's getting more popular now. But my idea was, I have this right here. I got these paint masks made when I had Plagueman made. So you put this in and you just spray the eyes.
Awesome, yeah.
And it makes painting these really easy. So when I was having him do this, I was like, let's get the paint masks like figured out, so we'll have like the pumpkin and the hands are black and this is white, so stuff like that. And I was like, I could do this in my garage. I don't need to like mass produce this in China if I don't want to.
Well, this is a good question. So if the Kickstarter goes really well, will you be able to produce them here still, or will you have to take it to China for quantity?
That I don't know.
I mean, what's like the maximum that you can do at Mile High? Do you know? Do you have any like concepts?
I've never hit the maximum. I've been a proponent of him because I could do the minimum.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. That's the best
like,
part about it.
Like I just hit him up last week. I was like, bro, could I get 24 for DesignerCon? And he's like, yep.
Yeah,
So,
that's amazing.
I think I had him do 10 once. I did a collab with Vincent Scala. And I was like, yeah, I don't need that many.
Vincent guy.
It keeps coming back.
I was going to say actually that the design of the tail on your cat looks suspiciously like the Vincent Scala tail.
From the
That's it.
Yes. What was the name of the cat toy?
He's Lucky Cat.
Lucky Cat.
No, he's
I've got it in my I have my toys in my bathroom over here.
Well, I mean, come on, all cats' tails look very similar on toys.
I'm not saying
It kind of looks like my cat
Vincent
sitting right next to me over
invented
here.
That's cool. I mean, I would think that you'd want to go to China for packaging.
As a professional packaging designer, you would think that.
And also for the paints.
Yeah, I think if you're right, if it does get successful, I think maybe that's part of the Kickstarter goal too. Like if I end up like who was that? Attack Peter had one that went like $10,000 above goal.
Yeah.
I may have to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such an iconic figure because it's very like old school cartoony that I think that makes it.
Yeah, I mean, it's based off one of those like old paper Halloween decorations that like your school teacher would throw up.
Yeah, it's great, especially if you can get the Kickstarter running in October to like ride that Halloween wave.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're gonna do super well with it.
Hope so.
Yeah,
because I can totally picture like different pumpkins, different animals, like what you're saying, like an owl. I think would be so cool. Any kind of like creature of the night. Like I think you're totally on like the right like direction with this because I mean it's so cool and it's something that like I personally would love to have on my shelf.
Cool.
Yeah, me too. Glow in the dark pumpkins.
What does Ghost Fox Toys think? They're our resident
guest
expert this week.
Well, first off, I just think the design is really cute.
Very smart too.
I love
that.
Thank you.
I also like one of our favorite things is something that like what you've done is modular. You can switch it out. I think that's good for longevity and you don't have to make a new mold for like say like the bottom half or whatever. That's such a good idea.
Oh yeah, you could put like something gruesome on top too eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good idea.
I only like cute animals. I don't like.
But you have collaboration. with people there.
True. Collaboration with Ghost Fox Toys. Something
Yeah.
gross.
The cat
Maybe
keeps
a
coming out of a lemon.
sloth or something.
Come on, that would be so Ghost Fox Toys
11.
if he was coming out of a lemon. Sorry.
Pumpkin.
I want lemon candle bite right now. First painting, if you do get like the goal to have it painted, like you get that sent out. I would personally do that, even though I paint twice and we've done runs of 50 where I paint 50 times. It gets like too much. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the biggest run I've done is like 25.
yeah, those last couple might start getting a little suspect the more you keep going.
That's why I'm thinking the paint masks are gonna like help out with like I don't have to care, it goes on there, you know.
Yeah.
Also, I think I would love to see a version of it with some translucent vinyl,
Oh, that'd be cool, yeah.
especially like the cat part. That'd be like really cool.
Obviously, like Miranda said, glowing would just look freaking sick. You know, that's obviously gonna be, one route.
Yeah, and I feel like this has got to be like the one that kind of is like evergreen.
Sure.
But I'd love to do like weird marbly things in the future, and like even if like I've known some people use Mile High Sofubi after getting something made in China. I want to say like Motley Miscreations did recently, and I know Vincent did as well. Like you can request your mold to be sent to Mile High after it's been made in China, and they'll just pull weird shit in America.
Right.
Right.
So there's that possibility. It's like once we do like, if the Kickstarter does ridiculous and we have to do like 100 something of these, ship it to America and let's get weird.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
That's absolutely.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Dude, we're impressed. This is really rad.
Yeah, I've been
everybody
kind of subtly teasing it, but like it's almost time to show the world.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
everybody follow at Bleeding Edges on Instagram, and keep an eye for when you launch a Kickstarter.
Hopefully, hopefully in October.
Soon. We'll definitely share it around.
Of course.
So yeah.
Of
Actually,
course.
I was going to ask you, did you sculpt it or did someone else? Like, is it digital? Like, what?
It was digitally sculpted by Mucky Chris. He did the majority of the sculpting.
Oh, that's a really good sculpt. I was just curious. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's weird to see from like the filament, like the details are like a little muted, but then like the resin print really like captures it.
It's so good.
Show us the side view again.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's not a lot going on like the sides and back and stuff like that. All the paint's just going to be on the front. I remember like years ago, I had like a money custom from like Tara McPherson. And she's like, yeah, there's no reason to go crazy on the back because everyone just puts it on their shelf. And I was like,
Good
Right.
tip. Pro tip
Right.
right there.
Wow.
It's a pro tip.
We have to learn that lesson.
Things like the patch and the stickers that are available like on your website and stuff.
oh yeah, these have been around for like years. BXEbuttons.com. You can get the 5-inch patch or the 10-inch back patch for your denim jacket.
Wow.
Pins. I also did a version in pink just because I thought it was fun. The black does better, especially this time of year.
Very cool.
Wow.
Awesome. Love it.
Yeah, it's nice. I reckon you should
Sharing
just
pictures.
do runs of 50, man, and paint them all in the garage. Like.
Yeah.
50's all right, man. I done 150 quicks, didn't I? Was it 150?
Yeah,
think it was more than
think,
that.
Yeah, I think with everything, it ended up being a couple more, but it was a lot.
Yeah, 50's doable, man. Like, do a nice little 50 run of them and then get on to the next animal. So,
Because I think like with the masks, like I don't have to be too precise.
yeah.
Just airbrush them in my
I
garage.
don't know. I'm gonna go the other way and say if you want it to be evergreen, you need like packaging.
I say a mixture of the two.
Oh boy. So we've given you no advice.
I'm giving you all the advice. I would say though, be wary of Kickstarter adding too many stretch goals that are different molds, because you can overspend very easily without realizing, because you have to fulfill all those, especially if you open up a stretch goal and then just about hit it. Now you've got like, you have to make it even if you only have 3 backers on that particular goal. So just be careful of the pitfalls of Kickstarter as well as the advantages of it.
I think it would be more of a situation of like, if we get to this level, I can make it, rather than like you can get it.
Right. That's a good way to handle it.
Because I feel like you see people with like Kickstarters, and it's like if you go like way over goal, I want to know what you're doing with that extra money.
Right. Right.
Even if it's like, yo, I gotta buy more boxes for these because I underestimated myself. Like, I think when I did the Dr. Plagueman Kickstarter, like I kind of underestimated like how much I needed. More so because I was like, I could foot the bill for that. That's not a problem. But like, I feel like with Kickstarter, you might as well just ask for all of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Especially when you add in like the fees from Kickstarter and all the rest of the things that come with it.
Yeah, I don't think people realize that Kickstarter takes 10%, and that's a mighty chunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Absolutely.
True. So you're a packaging designer. Do you plan on actually making boxes for this?
Here.
I was gonna do it Safubi
US?
style with header cards.
Okay.
That being said, if we end up going crazy and go to China, then I'd probably end up doing a box. At the same time, it's like a lot of the toys I get personally are just bagged with a header card because you just take them out anyway. I don't mind it. Yeah, like my day job, I do toy packaging. I do all the Minnie Mouse toys. So like when I'm home, I don't want to do toy packaging.
Right. Right.
I want to make cute animals.
Yeah. Totally.
That's your happy place.
Listening to records and
and
drawing
Making
animals.
cute animals.
That's
Do you
awesome.
believe in ghosts?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
So my old apartment was haunted. It was haunted by one of the characters from Welcome Back, Kotter, who died in the apartment next door. The guy who played Epstein lived in my town, in my apartment building across the way, and at some point he attacked Stacia, my wife, in the middle of the night, the ghost of Epstein.
Whoa.
What did he do to her?
He choked her.
Oh my god.
And how do you know it was Epstein?
It had to be Epstein.
Is she around? I want to hear about this experience.
She's in the office right now.
Oh.
We
should do an episode where we just get people to come and tell ghost stories for Halloween, like their ghost experiences, like their favorite ghost toy, and then a ghost tale.
Well,
I'm on to like
I do have ghost tales.
Just Ghostbox toys don't.
Yeah.
So they're cancelled. We have to cancel them. Like, you cannot use ghost in your name anymore. You can only be Fox toys.
It's gonna be agnostic Fox.
Agnostic Fox toys.
Buy a really old creepy house and fix it up, and I won't be scared of ghosts. I probably still will be. If something falls, I'll be like, "Oh my god!"
We'll have to take a group trip to Savannah, which is like one of the most haunted places, and we'll try and get you some ghostly experiences. See if we can turn you around.
Yes.
There's pirate ghosts there.
Yeah, there were pirate ghosts there. That's why you had a ghost experience.
I'm not going to tell it till we do the ghost tale episode.
Wait, we just got this question though. Tell the group where you got married. Is this to Ghost Fox? Is this?
It's probably to Jeff.
I got married in a pizza restaurant. It's not that interesting. I mean, it's awesome because pizza rules, but
yeah, absolutely does.
Pizza.
Ghost Fox, do you have a special marriage story?
We are. What is it like in the office? We declared marriage.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Declared marriage, but one day we might. I don't know. Maybe I'll pop shop. I don't know.
We'll swap names. She'll be Ybarra and I'll be Delgado.
Yeah.
That's how.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, maybe one day we'll have our building has a gallery downstairs that we get to have access to, the residents. So maybe one day we'll do a big Ghost Fox show. We'll surprise people and have a ceremony or something.
There you go.
Awesome.
You can always do it at 5 points too, by the way.
That's true.
That would be fun. We can have like the Deserter Award / marriage ceremony off.
Oh, it's so ridiculous. You guys here, we're like, take it all. Like,
We're married now. These are all us. We ran away to Vegas.
So we have a question from. Oh, so sorry. We're still in.
That's all right. You can ask a question.
No. You want to tell our wedding story?
Just that we ran away to Vegas. There's lots to tell about that tale.
Yes, Miranda was very drunk.
It was.
She was passed out. Cold. Didn't even know she married me.
No, we were
It was all a ruse.
it was like the Hangover.
Yeah.
That's right. I found her on the roof.
The immigration lawyers were like, "Oh, you have."
Well, we can't tell this story publicly.
Why?
We're gonna get arrested by the
You're gonna
feds.
get deported.
Yeah. No, it's too late. You're a
I've been here
citizen.
13 years. I'm a
You're
citizen now.
You can tell the story.
They cannot get rid of me.
Yeah.
So our immigration lawyer was like, "Well, okay, if you're going to get married, you have to do it right at the end of the 3 months that you're allowed to be here, so that it's a crime of passion. Because if you do it any other point, then it's premeditated."
And then we'd be in violation of not having gotten an engagement visa.
Which is way more difficult.
Right.
So yeah, we planned it towards the end of my 3 months and ran to Vegas and got married.
And we got married at the Little White Wedding Chapel in the drive-through.
But we got out of the car because it was weird to be in the car to get married.
Yeah.
So we got out.
Yeah. I was like, I can't do this in the car. It's too fucked up.
Yeah.
Wait, so you like stood at like a drive-through window?
We stood in like a
in an
gazebo.
archway, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Miranda was barely conscious.
So when you're driving through, was there like a menu like we'll have the number 3?
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much. They're like
yeah.
flowers and this, and you can get this.
And
yeah,
you want to
it
be
was-
married by
yeah.
Elvis. It was like an extra $375 for Elvis to come out and marry you. And we're like,
Yeah.
we don't have an extra $300. We were so broke at
Yeah.
that point. We didn't have it. Otherwise, we totally would have done Elvis.
Yeah,
That would have been so stupid.
it was wild.
Yeah.
So that means there's just a guy hanging out at that place. It looks like Elvis just waiting for somebody to
Waiting.
drop that. And he's
Pick
like,
him from a
I-
menu.
I don't-
Yeah,
I think we had to order it like the day before.
and only like 3 people knew we were getting married,
That's true.
and like a couple of our closest friends knew, and they wrote like letters to get us wed. And then we had an engagement party after we were married for Halloween. We had a big Halloween engagement party.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we weren't telling anyone that we were married.
Because everyone would have been like, you're just together. Like,
Just
it's been
literally-
3 months. Why are you getting married? So we didn't want to have to deal with that.
Yeah.
But
So there you
13
go.
years later, we're still married. So
That's awesome.
thank you.
13 years, 3 kids, and oh my God, so
2
much.
dogs.
Yeah.
And a bunch
2. We don't have 2 dogs.
We had 2 though. We've
a
had
dead
2
dog
dogs.
and a living dog. You know, that's the way people think about
The
it. Right?
ghost of the dog.
Ghost Dog Studios.
Oh my God, that's going to be our new toy name. We should do
Ghost
that.
Dog
Ghost Dog.
Studios.
Yeah, Ghost Dog.
And then we'll go around on podcasts saying we don't believe in ghosts.
No, you don't believe in dogs.
We don't believe in dogs.
amazing.
Oh my god.
So good.
All right, so it's almost time for us to wrap this
But wait,
up.
let's ask the
Before we
Epoxy.
go.
I love this question though.
All
I
right,
really
ask
want.
that question, then I'm
I
going
don't,
to ask
and I don't
question.
even know if I want to answer it, but I just want to put it out there. Drolden asks, "What's the best epoxy clay brand?" But specifically, that works with vinyl.
Who was it?
Guess
Ghost Fox
Oh.
first, we're going to ask you.
That's it.
Ghost Fox.
I can only say what I've used, and the number one clay I use is the Abe's Epoxy Sculpt
Mhm.
stuff right here. I like this stuff a lot. I find it easier to use. People use Magic Sculpt. I would highly advise using Sculpey. It's not very archival, and I had to learn the hard way because I had some pieces that are just crumbling.
Yeah.
Yeah, we put that in our gallery contracts a few years ago to like, please don't send us Sculpey because it will either break in shipping or it'll fall apart on someone's shelf.
Yeah.
It's great for process art, but not for a final piece.
Yeah, I haven't used Cos Clay. I heard that stuff is very flexible and very durable, so you might want to talk to someone about that. It is a polymer clay, but it's like very durable. But it's fun. Like I like Sculpey a lot, but vinyl, it's kind of just use this stuff. It's a lot of sanding and maybe invest in a.
2-part, right?
So it's a 2-part clay. If you're gonna do a lot of sanding and you're gonna be indoors, I highly recommend a sanding box. If you're curious of what that is, hit us up on our.
We could also turn the camera.
There you go. There. I think.
There you go. That's Gino sculpting and sanding right there.
Right on.
Get one of those. They're freaking awesome. Blow that stuff to the freaking people, like all the nasty
The
dust.
people that are walking past.
Yeah. What do you think about Milliput?
What do you think about Milliput? That's a. I think you can only get that. In
No, you
England.
can get it here. What do you think about Milliput?
Oh, you use that for accessories?
Yeah, that's okay. I've only used it once. That's the stuff at the craft stores, and once it cures, you can sand it. it's all a matter of just letting it cure in sand, you know, because like a lot of my sculpting is done with sanding at this point. So of course it's all done, and then you have to like bake it, and then sometimes the vinyl like will flop around and be all weird, and like the clay would fall off the. Oh, dude, I just can't.
No.
I mean, the ultimate problem is that vinyl is soft and is, you know, controlled by the temperature. So when it gets hot, it gets soft, and when it gets cold, it gets more rigid. So anything that you're putting onto vinyl that's rigid is, you know, has the potential to crack off, including certain paints, chroming, for example, will crack off vinyl very easily because
vinyl is crazy. We didn't know this until one of our pieces. Vinyl needs to breathe. It's alive or something. So
it's alive, Johnny.
That's why they have like little buttholes in them. So you have to keep that little butthole in it, because if you clog it, it'll like deflate and it'll like fuck up your piece. Like we actually had to. Luckily, the piece was able to.
I think Alex is.
Alex is probably here because it was his piece, and then we covered the butthole on the freaking vinyl for aesthetic reasons. Because like, oh, it has a butthole. Oh my god, so offended. And like. It freaking collapsed, but it was able to be saved. Like once they drilled a hole in it, it was able to breathe again.
Yeah, because vinyl has a molecular memory.
Yes.
So that's why you can take it out of a mold and squash it, and it will pop back into a form.
Yeah, and it off gases kind of forever.
Yeah. Yeah, we have some vinyl here that we when we get it, we have to like puncture a hole because for some reason it's like clogged up, and then like it just like the bottom, you know, like you get some vinyl and it's like a flat surface, it'll bobble. Yeah. Oh, so we have to poke it, like it'll deflate, and then like, okay, cool, now I can like sculpt on it and stuff. Or it'll wet. Like, what's up with that? Like, it's all greasy.
Yeah, exactly. These are all the insider industry tips that people are getting here. This is the gold right here. The other thing that I would say along the same lines as Sculpey that we're experiencing more recently is bad resin prints. Because now resin printers are so cheap that a lot of people are using them as a finished piece of art. And it's really also a process. Should be used as a process and not as a final piece. There are high-end resin printers which you can absolutely use as a finished piece, but a lot of the times they're brittle. So I would give that warning out to people that a lot of 3D prints break, and even if they're resin.
Yes.
They're not necessarily archival.
Sorry,
so look into the resin that you're using.
Yes, highly recommend it, guys.
What
Good
resin
stuff.
do you use?
Oh, wait, what?
What resin do you use?
I thought you meant because that's resin clay. I think that's
Oh, I don't know.
right.
Sorry.
Wait, for the 3D prints?
I think. Oh wait, I'm sorry.
You're confusing it.
Yeah, we're talking about 3D printers and 3D prints.
Oh,
Thanks, Alex.
We get ours done with Fab Lab, and they use like the fancy one. What the hell? I don't remember. They just print it out for me. I just make sure the walls are thick. Like I make sure the walls are like 14 millimeter thick when I do the shell, because it's more expensive to like not to do it solid. So I like to hollow it out. So I just keep the walls thick. I think 14 millimeters is pretty good, but I would never use it as a final product. I would always make the mold and stuff. And
right, solid prints are actually pretty good. Solid resin prints don't usually give us much problems, but yeah, hollow ones where they're the final piece
Problems
can be a problem.
So you've had people the gallery show and it just snaps? Like
yeah, that can happen. It happens in shipping. It can fall over on a table and just like crack apart, depending on how it's produced and how it's made.
Just happened to us recently.
Yeah, it just happened to us recently. And sometimes the resin doesn't cure on the inside because it's all UV cured. So then you have a problem like that.
I had a crazy experience with an uncured resin master that we were making a mold out of. And I didn't realize that the interior wasn't fully cured. So when I put it under pressure, put in the silicone, cranked the whole thing up, it exploded. And I've never seen anything like it. Somewhere I may have pictures, but like when we opened it up, the mold was literally like, had just broken open like a monster, ripped it apart.
Usually they go in too. This one was like out.
This one just completely exploded. Like it was crazy. And it was because there was uncured resin on the inside that off-gassed and created some kind of crazy pressure while we were casting it. It's never happened since, but we also take precautions when we're resin casting
the lessons
or
you
when
learn
we're making a mold with
a
resin prototype.
Yeah, still have like resin like that's hollowed out, and I should probably throw it away because it's like leaking still. I should just toss it out. I just
Throw that away.
Yeah.
yeah, so it's some leaky business, man.
Yep.
That should be the name of your next movie.
Your next album,
Leaky
Leaky Business. All right. So to wrap it up, what advice would you guys give to new and up and coming designers in the toy world?
I would give the advice that like stuff that we went through was like take a little bit of time to like develop like maybe a plan or what you want to do and really work on like, your designs and show people and but also don't sit on it too long because it's easy to like hype yourself up and you talk about it and then you get the high and then like it dissipates, so just work it out, go for it, and I don't know. Well, what would you say?
I would say be consistent online. I think it's easy just to like just kind of forget about, because like we're connected online, so like this is the digital. We're able to connect with people all over the world and stuff at this point. So like, be consistent. Just constantly put art out. Sometimes the thing you like the most is not gonna get the most likes. Courage. Art as a career, it is hard, but just stick with it and just be.
Also, go into it knowing that I feel like the designer toy world, it's filled with more people for you than people that want to see you fail.
You guys are awesome. You guys, I've been in a lot of communities, guys. You know me. I've been in this is like the best, most non-toxic community. I know there's gonna be people. I get it, but majority of people in the toy are fucking awesome, dude. And we genuinely like love fucking being. And thank you for having Ghostbox Toys as part of it.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That's a great note to end on.
Yes.
Because 100% agree with you. It is a very special community of people.
Cheers to you.
Yeah. Cheers.
Yes. Cheers.
Guys are awesome.
Cheers for everybody. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Thanks to Ghostbox Toys for being our guest this week. Thanks for Jeff for bringing on your awesome new design. Make sure you let us know when you release Kickstarter so that we can all promote it and back it because we all want one.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Can I do a quick plug?
Please do.
Guys, we still have some Chanel's available.
Oh, this is your new vinyl toy.
Yes.
Tell us about this real quick. Sorry, I'm so sorry we forgot to talk about it. Please.
We did a toy. We produced it with Strange Cat Toys. It was really fun learning experience. We put our money where our mouth is, and we're so happy for all the love we've been giving. So
thank you.
It's really cool, and it's a shark snail.
It is it's the hammerhead snail.
That's awesome.
Love it. It looks really cool.
It's rad.
Has a vinyl butt.
There it is. There's his butthole.
Yeah.
So we know he can breathe. It's great. It's awesome. So they're still available on your website?
Strange Cat Toys.
Strange Cat Toys. Go check it out. Get your copy now.
Oh, and keep an eye on our next pop shop in October.
Next week.
And you're also doing DesignerCon?
Yes.
Do you know your booth number?
1336.
Jeff, are you doing DesignerCon?
I'll be ending, not vending.
You'll be attending, not vending. Okay. Are you doing New York Comic Con?
No.
Fuck
I'm doing
you.
Creative Con though in Manhattan.
Awesome.
In December.
That's December. Awesome.
Cool. Awesome.
Great. Definitely let us know when that Kickstarter drops as well, please.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we'll share it like this.
Yeah.
Try to get more eyes on it, man. Good luck.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Probably
Yes.
will.
Yeah. All right, party
Great.
people. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next week with Horrible Adorables.
Oh,
Yeah, we can't
Awesome.
wait. We
Awesome.
Can't wait.
Cool.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Ghostbox Toys. Thank you, Bleeding Edges. Thank you, Susie. Thank you, Mighty Tanaka. Thank you, everybody out there.
Check us out next week.